Intimidating, those nests of tangled wires, the many black zipped-up cases that held mysterious devices she had no idea how to operate. Honestly, I'm more of a writer. I've never done anything with multimedia. Right, you said you were at the school paper? Too bad for you, we don't have one here for you to join. Ms. Moses opened a desk drawer and pulled out a tin. She shook it. Mint? No, thank you. Well, anyway, the AV Club welcomes beginners. Ms. Moses popped the mint into her mouth. I can tell you're a go-getter, and we certainly need a little more of that when it comes to the club. Posey let that statement settle in her mind before nodding and then pulling the folded paper out of her bag. It was the AV Club mission statement. She laid it on the table and smoothed it with her palm. Before joining the club, I just wanted some clarity on what you all do to make sure it's a good fit. Ms. Moses pointed to the paper, crunching the mint between her teeth. May I? Yeah, it's from the Wild Pineswhich website. Ms. Moses squinted at the paper and then, with a nod of recognition, put it back down again. Probably needs updating. I was hoping to discuss how some of the ideas I sent you might fit in. When Posey had searched the school's website and learned there was no school paper, no journalism classes, nothing that aligned directly with her skills and interests, she had been disappointed. But with Posey, disappointment never lasted long. It became fuel for problem-solving. She conducted a solo brainstorming session to determine where she would put her extracurricular energy this year, and that's when she came across the AV Club, and set to work trying to come up with project ideas where she might be able to fit in. She had outlined some bullet points and sent them to Ms. Moses, and now, well, here they were. Yes, thank you for your email. Ms. Moses picked up her coffee, which had countless red half-moons across the rim from her lipstick. Very impressed by your accomplishments. You sound like you have a lot of ideas for content you'd like to produce. Profiles, interviews, news, which is great. But, you want the truth, really? Always. Ms. Moses drank the last of her coffee and tucked the cup into her enormous purse. It's a bit beyond our capacity at the moment. Posey nodded. She wasn't surprised to hear this, but she knew from years working on the school paper in SF that capacity was something you could find if you looked hard enough. And look, I get you were very active in your journalism department back at your old school, but, Wild Pines is not San Francisco. This school's small. Our resources are limited. We don't even have a journalism department. Yes, I noticed. But that's why I'm so excited to join the AV Club instead. This club was only formed in March, Ms. Moses said. 6 months ago, 3 of those being summer. So we're still finding our footing. For now, it's been a lot of playing with equipment, watching documentaries for inspiration. I'm trying to get them out there more, but the school year ended before we could do much of anything. You have some wonderful ideas. It just, might take a bit to get those ideas going, is all I'm saying. Heard and understood, Posey said with a nod. Ms. Moses took a tube of lipstick from her pocket and applied it, no mirror required. If you're looking for something with more resources, more structure, I'd recommend trying out for the theater department. Our theater department is one of the best in the state of California. I appreciate the suggestion, but I'd like to be a journalist, not an actress. Well, there's a lot more to theater than acting, but okay. Ms. Moses gave her a wide, scarlet smile, eyes twinkling. Heard and understood. She sat back in her chair. I consider the AV Club right now to be a bit more of a playground, A place where some of my most creative students can hang out and tinker with their ideas. Salvatore Zamora, he's the director and founder. Great kid. He's got an incredible eye, and I've been trying to steer him toward documentaries since that's where his interest is. What do you think about documentaries? I like them. These students in the club are amazing, I'm telling you. Artists. Each and every one of them. Posey nodded and smiled and tried to ignore the flutter of insecurity she felt thinking about the students in the club. The ideas in journalism didn't frighten her, but there was one thing that did. Her fellow students. If they were as amazing as Ms. Moses implied, would they like her? Would she fit in? Would they find her annoying like people in her old school did? Posey hoped not. That was what she was excited about, starting over, getting to be new, getting to shed the reputation she had as a know-it-all. There was a quiet knocking at the door. Speak of the devil, Ms. Moses said, smacking her desk. Come in, Yash. Come on in.